Hey Yappy fam! Today we're making Laksa Laksa. Come on in. In my first Laksa video, quite a few of you have asked me what is the best Laksa paste brand out there. And so what I figured I would do is test out a few of them today, and then you can see for yourself which is the best one for you. So today I'm testing out 3 Laksa brand pastes. So I'm testing out Tean's Gourmet. And this one's interesting because it comes in a little pouch like this. Then we're also trying Waha. And I believe this is from Singapore. And then I'm also trying this one, which is from Kwan. And I believe Kwan is from a Southeast Asian company. So I'm very excited to try all of these 3 today. This is gonna be part 1 of 2 series of Laksa Paste review products. So definitely check out my second one as well. But for today, it's just these 3, and I'm really excited to give these a try. So without further ado, let's go. I'm going to start off with this one first. So I'm just going to cut it open. This is what it looks inside. It's actually pretty red compared to the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to use about 1 heaping tablespoon. One from Singapore. Last one is the Kwan one. Gourmet. Okay, so it's really good. It's pretty spicy. Definitely get that kick with the galangal in there. And I find it to be very fragrant. It's very nice. It's definitely quite savory. I'm not sure if that's because of the ratio of paste to water that I use, but I definitely get a sense that it's quite strong. But I definitely really like it. It definitely has a little bit more chilies and oil spots in here, as you can see. Like compared to the rest of them, the other ones doesn't have as many like little red oil bubbles. or whatever you call them. Okay, so let's just try the second one here. So this is the Wahop one, the one from Singapore. Okay. Interesting. Okay. This one is very, the broth is it's much thicker. Even though I use the same amount of water and the same amount of coconut milk, I definitely, look how thick and luscious this broth is. It's definitely more shrimpy. It definitely has a stronger fermented shrimp flavor, which I really, really love. And it's like a lot sweeter. It doesn't have that kick. So maybe if you don't like spicy, go with this one, but it's more sweeter and heavy in the fermented shrimp flavor. So I definitely really like this one. And this is the brand that I normally use. This one actually tastes a lot like what you would get at a hawker center. This one's really great. And you notice that this one is, it's got a lot of shrimp, fermented shrimp pieces here. You see? Like the broth is not as clean looking, but it definitely has a lot of flavor. It has a lot of dried pieces of shrimp. So that's probably why the broth doesn't look as clear as the other two. Okay, so let's try the third one. Yummy. This one is really yummy. This actually reminds me, like again, it reminds me of a tom yum. It's a little bit of a cross in between. It's very flavorful, like it has a lot of brightness to it, a lot of lime, that zest and that zing to it, which I really like. And as you can see, the broth is a little bit more cleaner looking. Like it doesn't have all these like shrimp pieces that you would see in the Wahop one. It definitely, I think it's probably the least thick. It's probably the more watery one compared to the two of them. But I really like this one too. Overall, I definitely think they're all great. So I would say this one is very like bright. It has a lot of, the focus is on the lime almost, and the flavors are a little bit more acidic. So this is kind of like a cross between a laksa and a tom yum. So if you like those tom yum flavors, this is your ideal choice. Now, if you're like me, when I have laksa, I want laksa. And I think this is probably the closest one to what you would get at a hawker center. And this is, the focus of this one is really on the shrimp and that umami flavor of the fermented shrimp. So I really like this one for that reason. Even though I think it is aesthetically looking not as pleasing because it has a lot of these little bits in it. Now this one here, I think the focus of this one is really on the galangal. It's very spicy. It, like, immediately when I opened it, I could smell that spice, and it's really great if you're looking for something that's spicy and really really fragrant, that really punches you in the face. This is probably the best one for that. So I think they're all really great. They're all pretty different, But for me personally, the winner is going to be Wahop because it definitely tastes closest to what you'll get at a hawker center. But these are really, really great. And if somebody served me a bowl of either one of these, I will not be upset at all. So I hope you like this review. Stay tuned for part 2. And remember to click like and subscribe.